Hello everyone, I've been focused on Persian for 3 years now, from 2022. I started the 1st of January. I did 270 hours in 2022, 84 hours in 2024, but that's okay. Let me tell you how much I studied exactly on Link first, and then I'll tell you month by month what I did. I hope it's useful for you. If you don't know what Link is, then check that out first. It's the app that I use the most for language learning. Top 2%, that's nice. You're sure listed in Persian. I did 17 hours of listening. I'm in the top 2%. I read 61,641 words. This was not one of my best study years. Of course, I didn't do any Dutch or Turkish. You see, only 92 and 40 words. I just looked at Turkish once because I thought it was interesting. And I'm a Dutch teacher, so sometimes I show this app to Dutch learners. I really recommend it. That's why I have 92 words in Dutch. I was active for 146 days. Top day was August 30. As always, I'm super enthusiastic always every January because I have new language learning plans. I studied the course History of Iran. It's very difficult for me. I completed 48 lessons, 71 lessons open, 12 imported, right? So in Link you can import lessons, and I mostly imported Persian chess videos. I earned one milestone, so I only went from 3,000 to 4,000 words. I didn't even reach 5,000 as I wanted to. I added 1,550 known words. Those are passively known words. Still, I'm quite happy with that. Actually, I would like to go to 10,000 words. But I've learned on this channel that I shouldn't be promising too much. Most of the things that I promise you guys, I never do it. And I don't want to get that name, you know. So this was the month of January. You see the total amount of hours was 13.7. If you want, you can stop the video and read this if you're really interested. But I'm just going to give you the general idea. So what I did is I saw some episodes of the series Shahrazad on YouTube. I did some reading on Link. Also, I played around a little bit with the app Link Languages to learn some vocabulary. So this is February. What I did in general was a lot of lessons on Link. In total 14 hours. I played a lot around with the app Link Languages to learn some vocabulary.
Okay, let's do some business talk. Yeah, let's go.
And here I started listening to Persian chess videos because I felt that if I would watch a lot of chess videos, I would learn more and more words about one topic, and I thought that would maybe help me to get deeper into one theme and then be able to speak about something real, you know, instead of always speaking about boring things with people. Also, I listen to the Persian podcast app Podgap. Of course, all the things that I talk about, I will link it in the description. In March, I did 9 hours. I studied Farsi on Link a little bit and tried to continue with Persian history lessons. As you saw on my Link stats, that's where I spent most of my time. But it was very difficult. So because I was doing so many other things, I found it very, very hard to keep going into that lesson. What I did instead is I did easier and easier things. For example, I started watching more videos and I started reading less difficult things. That's mainly because I was writing my book and I was creating a website and things like that. Also, I was moving from one house to the next. So what you see is that for example, on March 16 and 17, I had some more time and then I really put in a lot of time here. And then after that, I had no time, so I didn't do a lot again. Then we arrived at the months April, May and June. It's very easy to tell you what I did. I almost did nothing, okay? Because in April I published my book, so I basically had no time to do anything else. I was also preparing my trip to India. So in May and June I went to Nepal and India. I learned a little bit of Nepali and a little bit of Hindi there. That was amazing to surprise these people with my fast language learning skills. I mean, when you've done already 6 languages, it's so easy to learn just a couple of words of Hindi and Nepali, and nobody else does that, right? Almost nobody. So they were super surprised every time I used something. And then back in the Netherlands in July, I started slowly putting in more hours, 12.7. Again, I used the app Link, but it was really hard to get back into the rhythm. Here on 16th of July, I enjoyed doing the Link chess video again. I downloaded the transcription of the Persian chess video into Link and I read it using the app. Yeah, you can do that with Link. I really recommend you do that. And you see here that I start slowly putting in more hours. But then in August, again, I put in less and less hours, so only 9 in total. That was because I was promoting the book that I have published. I was giving workshops and all those things. I was trying to get Dutch learners to get my book. So if you're a Dutch learner, please check it out. In September, I did almost nothing, as you see. It's because I was just very chaotic. My life was very, very chaotic because I was moving from the Netherlands to Spain. So my girlfriend is Spanish. I'm now in Spain. So that's why you see here a lot of white, not a lot of hours. Yeah. Then I moved, and in October, you see here, I was very enthusiastic in the beginning. I put in 9.3 hours, but then again, it was hard to get into the rhythm. Still, everything I do here is I go on link, I read, I listen. I try to listen also to the stories on my headphones whenever I'm having a walk or something. But in general, it's only 9.3 hours, which is really not a lot. I mean, I'm learning very slowly these days. Still, I'm enjoying it. Here I write that I really enjoy doing Persian chess videos, really focusing on that. I also noticed that I really learned a lot about chess and a lot about Persian. So I'm learning about two things at the same time. Really, really nice. 15th of November, I started to do classes. So I had here my first class, here I had my second class, the 19th of November. And then I started reading a little bit on link, had a third class. Until now, the 24th of December, I didn't take another class. Again, because I'm always doing different things. I'm a little bit chaotic as a person. So that's why you see that it's always going up and down and up and down. But I just write in this Excel sheet whatever I do, so it's fine. 24th of November, I've received my Routledge Persian book. I read the first text and dialogues of this book. I also still listen to podcasts sometimes. Sometimes I play a little bit around with the Link Languages app. Basically, I'm doing a little bit of everything, which I always recommend my students not to do. But since it's my hobby and I'm not in a hurry, yeah, I'm okay with that. Then you see what I did here a couple of times was going on a walk. I went for a walk and then just listened to whatever I read the day before. Also, I noticed that this book is a little bit too difficult for me, actually. Still, I keep translating it using my phone. One of the things I've learned is that if I type the words on my phone in the Persian script, this makes me remember the words big time. Like I remember the words very easily if I do that. And I hope it will get easier to text with Persian friends later, if I have some Persian friends later. Some of you have already been here for a long time, so I hope to text with you as well. Please text me. My goal for 2025 is 150 hours, and then 2026, 300 hours. Then I will be at the 1,100 hours, and I hope my Persian will be more or less B2 then. Now I have big plans for this channel as well. I will be sharing not only my Persian journey, but also my journey to create an international book series of progressive novels. So if you enjoy that, please like this video and tell a friend that's learning another language that I have the most awesome books in the language learning universe. I will see you when my Persian is better. Khodafis.